Once upon a time, high on the edge of a cliff snow-capped mountain lived a tiny sparrow named Suri. Every morning Suri would sit on her favorite branch and watch the eagles soar above her. Their huge wings, powerful dives, and long flights mesmerized her. But while she watched, her heart felt heavy. "It's not fair," she repeated every day. "Why can't I fly like them? Why am I small and weak?" Each morning she looked out over the valley, wishing she had wings like the eagles. One day, while Suri was lost in thought, an old hawk landed beside her. His feathers were slightly worn, and his eyes were kind but sharp. "Why so worried, little one?" asked the hawk. Suri glared at the sky and said, "I'm tired of being small. I wish I could fly like the eagles, so high, so far, so free." The hawk chuckled softly. "Come with me," he said, and swooped down to a jagged rock ledge far below. At first Suri hesitated. The drop was steep, but something in the hawk's voice made her follow. When they reached the ledge, the air felt cool and still. The hawk closed his eyes and breathed deeply. "This valley below," he said, "you see only from above. But I once knew it from ground level too. Every creek, every tree, every tiny seed that grew in the soil." Suri blinked. She had never noticed the little plants, the beetles that marched in lines, or the gentle stream that sang through the valley. "Every creature has its own sky," the hawk continued. "The eagles fly high. I choose to ride the wind and watch the world from above. And you will fly where you are meant to." Suri felt confused, then calm. Instead of wishing for wings she didn't have, she began to notice what her wings could do. She could dive into tight canyons where large birds couldn't follow. She could land softly among flowers without disturbing them. She could feel the wind whisper secrets into her feathers. Suri took a deep breath and flapped her wings, not trying to match the eagles, only trying to be herself. Slowly, she rose over the stream and above the wildflowers. And for the first time, she felt free, not because she was like the eagles, but because she finally embraced her own sky. As Suri rose above the stream and wildflowers, something inside her changed forever. She no longer looked at the eagles with jealousy. She looked at the sky with purpose. The wind that once felt too strong now felt like a challenge. The height that once scared her now felt like freedom. She realized something powerful. The eagles were not happier because they flew higher. They were happier because they flew as themselves. And in that moment, Suri stopped wishing for different wings. And started using the wings she had. She flew through narrow canyons the eagles could never enter. She danced between branches too small for larger birds. She explored hidden corners of the valley that only she could reach. For the first time, she was not trying to become someone else. She was becoming the best version of herself. And that made all the difference. Most people waste their lives looking at someone else's sky. They compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. They measure their beginning against someone else's peak. They focus so much on what they lack that they forget what they already have. But listen carefully. You were not designed to copy someone else's flight. You have abilities others don't. You have strengths others wish for. You have a path that only you can walk. The moment you stop comparing. The moment you stop shrinking. The moment you stop saying, "I wish I was like them." That is the moment your real life begins. The world doesn't need another eagle. It needs a powerful, fearless version of you. Comparison steals joy. Self-acceptance creates power. Growth begins when you embrace your own strengths. You don't need bigger wings. You need bigger belief in the wings you already have. And when you believe in them, there is no sky you cannot rise into.